Crabman here from Crabman Gaming. Today we are playing International Cricket Captain 2009, another retro look back on the series in 2008. So we're going to see how does 2009 compare to 2020. So let's have a little look at the game. If we go to our new game here, we can have a look at the options available. Now, I thought that the Australian first class system had been added in this game. It hasn't, so you can just again select an English county to play through or an international career. Doesn't even look like you can play Zimbabwe in this game. It's probably when they were banned from international cricket or they weren't playing a whole lot of international cricket. So just the 9 international teams to pick from. And then you've got a couple of other match series. You've got some classic Ashes series. So the 2009 series in England, 2006 where Australia they did take revenge with a masterclass of cricket. It was a last hurrah for Shane Warne, Damien Martin and Glenn McGrath all retired after that series. This was the best series of all time. Ashes 2005, Mark Taylor's Ashes, Gadding's Ashes and Botham's Ashes there you can play. And then the T20 World Cup, and 2020 hadn't been around too much. So just quickly, I'll show you some of the players really quickly. The Australian series here is where they're off to South Africa. And let's just have a look. Not there, I went to the wrong place. Player records. Let's just have a look at some of the stats for some of the players. Oh, this is interesting right here. I spotted this straight away. David Warner, he'd already played... He played a T20 before he'd played a first-class game, but here's a young David Warner. Here's Phil Hughes. Now, this game, I didn't really mention this in the 2008 version. Monty Panesar was on the cover. This version I bought in Australia, it's got Phil Hughes on the cover. So even though he made his test debut, it's kind of a yellow cover with Philip Hughes on the front. So if you go to my Twitter page, I'll post a picture of the cover so you can have a look at that. And that is at Crabman Gaming for my Twitter and also Crabman Gaming on Facebook. So let's have a little look. This is just as Australia were fading away here. So even though you've still got Ponting, he hadn't really been his usual standard the last couple of years. Hussey was on the decline as well. Langer was just hanging on. He was at the end of his career. And bowling-wise, got some interesting... Oh, Brett Dory, I remember him. Played 2 one-day internationals for Australia. You got Bracken. Siddle was just starting. So, yeah, this is probably heading towards the toughest time in Australian cricket. But teams, England, some players here. Oh, look, Chris Wokes had just started. Interesting to see the young players when they've started their careers well. Owen Morgan, when he was back playing for Ireland as a 22-year-old. Is that Sakleen Mushtaq? Did he get... I think this is when he got some English residency and was eligible to play but never got picked. Caddick, Cork, some names from the past here. Oh, Darren Pattinson. This is James Pattinson's Warrior, and then played a quick bit of cricket for Nottinghamshire, and then they selected him for a test against South Africa. That was pretty weird. Batting, Ramprakash. Look at all these games that the English have played. Bell. Have we got any youngsters here just to catch the eye? Not really, but anyway, let's move on. India, Tendulkar there leading the way. Badranath, Dravid, Gambhir, Pujara played much then. Look, he's just a 21-year-old. How's Kohli going? Because he'd played, I think, 3 matches in the last video. He's already made his one-day debut as a 20-year-old. There's Virat. You're probably spotting more players as I'm trying to scan through as well. Rohit. He's already played some cricket. Let's have a look at bowling. Anyone leaping out? There's a young Umesh Yadav there as a 21-year-old. Interesting to see the players who went on to become superstars earlier on. All right, let's go through the other teams quite quickly. New Zealand, just a bit of a look. I remember Neil Broom. He really struggled at international level. Here he is, look, just 17. But good domestically. Pakistanis, who have we got here? Yusuf Khan, Misbah ul Haq, Mohamed Yusuf, he was there last time. Some really good players here. Let's look at the bowling. Yeah, who's standing out here? Muhammad Amir, here he is as a 16-year-old in the game already with 56 first-class wickets to his name. That's a really interesting it's a really interesting person to have a look at. You might be seeing people I'm skipping through. I'm trying to look at everybody at once. The South Africans, these two guys look the same. Kruger Van Wyk, is he in the game twice? Weird. Maybe he is. What's his 31 for his batting? I wonder if they've just accidentally put him in twice. There's another Van Wyk here. Trying to see if there's anyone I really recognise. Is it Sobey? I remember him being in the team. Rusty Theron. Yeah, not really, but you can see Graham Smith there powering ahead. Callis. A shame Doomany didn't play more Test cricket, really. Just a few matches here. Amla, De Villiers, lots of good batters. All right, I'll skip through quickly, otherwise it'd be quite boring just watching me go through lists. The Sri Lanka lineup: Angelo Matthews doing a great job early on. Jay Warden, Samarawira, Sangakkara, Wickramaratne with some good averages. De Silva. Is Murali still playing here, or had he retired? I think he might. Oh no, here he is. He's still in. 36-year-old. He's got 770 Test wickets, so 30 Test wickets left for Murali. And they were struggling a bit with their bowling. Their batting was still pretty decent though. You got Shandapur, Gale, Ramnaresh Sarwan, Pollard early on in his T20 career. There's still a few. Darren Ganga, I remember him. Darren Ganga. All right, Bangladesh, Tamim and Shakib's really just starting, although he's already played 12 tests. And that's about it. Oh, and Zimbabwe, they're in here, but you can't select them for any games. Anyway, I'm going to exit out of here. And what I'm going to do today is play the 2020 World Cup with India. So thanks from all of the support and from all of the comments. I had a little practice earlier, just a really quick one, to check it out. So I did have a little practice, half a game earlier on. Okay, so this was the World Cup in England. I actually went to a couple of games back 11 years ago. It was a long time ago. I actually saw Bangladesh versus Ireland, and then there was two games on the same day, and then the second game was Australia versus the West Indies, and Australia actually didn't qualify from this group. I saw Australia versus Sri Lanka, and then Sri Lanka won, and then Australia lost to West Indies a few days later, so they didn't even make it through. I think because Australia's ranking in T20 cricket was like 9th or 10th at the time, so they were the third ranked. So I think Bangladesh were 8th and Australia were 9th. That's why they're in this group. I'm pretty sure anyway. Or maybe the West Indies were down. I don't know. I can't remember. It's too long ago. Anyway, I did go, and Australia lost, so it was disappointing. All right, World Cup T20 in England. Let's have a look. They select the squad for you, so you don't get to choose. But it looks fairly decent. I got Pathan here, Harbhajan Singh. Yeah, it's a shame you can't choose, because you can't choose Tendulkar, even though he might have already have been retired from the format. Oh, here's Jadeja as a young and 20-year-old. What I did notice before when I was looking at this lineup was just there was two things that stood out to me. The age of all the players. Everyone here is in their 20s apart from Zaire Khan, and a lot of people really young, 22, 22, 20, 22, 20 again, so the team is very young. And also what I noticed is that if you look at career 2020 games, there's only the most is 38. So who's played the most games here? I don't think I can select matches, but maybe let's go. I don't think you can. Oh, let's do everyone. Oh, you can't do everyone. If you look around the world, there's really Brad Hodge with 56. Well, there's a 68 here. Dave Hussey played a lot in England, but there's no one over 100 games. The format is still really, really new. So I just thought that was really interesting as well. The first T20 games were really played in 2003 in England, and then they really took off. Oh, look, everyone on the bench is my second bowler. How interesting. All right, let's see. Who do I want here opening? I probably want Yuvraj probably batted more at 5, I think. So, yeah, Patan, Jadeja at 8. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Kartik opening the batting. I wonder if I can get someone else. There's no one else to pick from, so he might just have to open and wicket keep at the same time. Or can I pick someone else? Who's this? Praveen Kumar. Averages 20, bowling is pretty good. Do you know what? Tick for Dhoni. You might be saying I'm crazy. And I might do this. Might backfire, but and I'll open with Rohit, even though he's not an opener here just yet. All right, let's get on with it, because you've been looking at me waffling through lists for ages. Let's look at the condition. Yeah, that's okay. All right, play match. We'll get to the screen. The Bangladeshi side. Let me give this a red hot go. Tamim Iqbal. I think it's Junaid Siddique. Shakib at 3. Muhammad at 4. Hassan at 5, Islam at 6, Muhammad Ashraful at 7, Mushfiqur Rahim at 8, Abdul Razak, or is it Abdul? I think it's Abdul Razak at 9, Mashrab Mataza at 10, Rasul at 11. Let's go, tails never fails. Oh, we lost, and we're bowling first. Good. So maybe if you watched the video yesterday, here's something that was included, was this auto feature. It's just kind of a staple. I don't really use it very much, but that was included for this year. Let's put highlights on low end chances and Ishant. Let's do bowl him over the wicket. I'll play you something from the first over if there's not a wicket. Here we go. The first thing I notice is that the camera is, I'll play a 4. The camera is zoomed out a lot more than last year's version. 2008 was zoomed in so close. It was really hard to follow. And again, even though it's 2009, we're still in this 4:3 formatting as well. We still haven't gone 16:9 widescreen. Maybe that was a 2010 involvement. Oh, I still can't click through Hawkeye. That's really annoying. Hang on, that was out. At least umpires call. The umpire's not giving it. 13 for none, Bangladesh. So, interesting to see the features that stayed. I kind of like this layout. Simpler. Yesterday, yeah, I don't think the layout was amazing in 2008, but here in 2009 it looks a lot better. If I'm going to play this whole World Cup, I probably need to hurry up a little bit. Oh, it's a free hit. What I don't like is you can't see what's happened in the over so far, so you can just really work it out by the score. There's a great catch. I love this Indian uniform, by the way, with the stripe of the flag. Tamim Iqbal, Pathan gets his first wicket. Good stats here, lots of one-day cricket. No one's had much experience at T20 cricket. Also, something that I remember from the older games is that there weren't a lot of sixes hit, as Siddique is bowled by Sharma. So I'm going to say there's probably going to be 2 or 3 sixes hit for the whole game. So just keep an eye on that in this match and the series, just to have a look how many sixes get hit, because I don't think it's very many. I remember that being a complaint at the time. Okay, I've got my big change bowler button here. I'm going to get Kumar in for an over. And let's see how I go. Kumar to Muhammad. He's hit it high. He's cut it high. Here's the half a backwards catch. But it's out. And Bangladesh 7 and over. Yeah, it is annoying here. It doesn't tell you how many balls the batsmen have faced. When you bat, it actually does tell you down the bottom here. But when you're bowling, I can't see if that's 7 off 2 balls or 7 off 20 balls, which would be, that'd be pretty helpful for me. All right, let's get Harbhajan Singh into the game to the left hand. Why is he bowling around the wicket? Here he is, Harbhajan. With his off breaks. Oh, that's plum. That's hit him straight in front of the wicket. The umpire's given him. It's still pretty enjoyable to play. I mean, the games, that is probably the biggest criticism of these games, is that they are so similar year after year. Oh, there was a 6. They're so similar every single year. But, you know, rosters change and formats change and scheduling changes. So, you know, FIFA doesn't change that much every year. You know, NBA doesn't change too much every year. So, I think for a small team, the studio, I think it's Childish Things, do an excellent job, because I can't imagine there are too many people who work on this game. I was actually doing some research on WWF Warzone on the PS1, so I don't know if you're familiar, with wrestling games, but I was doing some research on that game, and they said that 20 people worked on that entire game, and that was actually split into 10 people worked on the PlayStation 1 game, and 10 people worked on the PS4 version. 10 people worked on the Nintendo 64 version. So can you imagine a big sports game today being made by just 10 people? It's really, outside of an indie game, that just sounds really crazy. So, some of these games are probably made by, a dozen, 2 dozen people. So not a lot of people are making these games. So I think we just need to accept them for what they are. And if they weren't made, we wouldn't be able to play them. So that is Plum LBW from Jadeja. Still playing with him in Cricket Captain 2020. So if you've been playing all these years, you could have played with Jadeja for well over a decade. And he's got a wicket. Bangladesh going at 7.4 and over. I might just give Pathan one here. Yusuf Pathan. Does he bowl much? Yeah, about 2 overs a game. So he's going to be my good 6th bowler. Try and get a wicket or 2. Bangladesh going okay. Need a strong finish. Oh, gee, got hit for 6. Maybe just the 1 over for him. So let me know down below in the comments. Dhoni's dropped one. You always know it's going to be a catch when the ball goes through the stumps as well. That's a bit of a giveaway. It does that a bit less now, but I think it still happens sometimes. So I don't know if I mentioned at the start. I did, about the cover, about finding me on Twitter. And if you are enjoying these videos, flick a like down the bottom. That's Plum LB. That's a good animation, that LB. It looks really authentic. I do like it. You can't click out of this screen though, which is really annoying. So annoying. I wonder if they changed that for 2010. So if you are watching the next video, which I'm not going to say there's videos every day at the moment, but I'm going to do my best to get a video a day. I don't think I have 2010 anywhere. So the next one might be 2014. I think this may have been the last year I bought like a physical copy, although maybe I bought 2010 and I just don't know where it's gone. I can't find it. That's gone as well. Or maybe I have 2012. I've got a couple of them on Steam as well. So I have, I think, I have at least 2014 and 2016. So I'll be able to play a couple of those. And then my ideas are to play through all of my cricket games. So Super International Cricket on the SNES all the way up to Cricket 19. I do have a fair few. There's to my friend who always mentions about the backwards catch. It's still there in 2020. Jadeja's bowled well. I'm going to give him one more. That was a really tidy over. And let's go. I feel a bit bad. Harbhajan Singh didn't get much of a bowl. Let's bowl him one here. Can he get another wicket? Jadeja just bowled so well. He's gone through Mashrab Mortaza. He's still playing as well. Mashrab Mortaza, or may have just announced his retirement after the 2019 World Cup. I can't remember. Okay, let's get Sharma in. 129. And let's click off that before it gets me stuck in the screen. So Bangladesh all out 129. Shakib, not a surprise, he's the top scorer. Let's do highlights for the power play in the last 5. We don't need to be too aggressive because it's important here just to win. And I don't really know how long this video is going to go today as well. So we're just going to play along until India either win the 2020 World Cup or they get eliminated. So that could just be 2 games. Could be the whole tournament. All right, Suresh Raina comes in. Just a 22-year-old, fresh-faced 22-year-old, along with Rohit, who's 22 as well. Be interesting to see the pacing of this 2020 as well. It's still fairly new. And We know in 2020, as in the Cricket Captain 2020, they've just released a new format in the 100, so that's something a little bit different. I do have a 100 video where I played as the Trent Rockets. That's been very popular. It kind of kicked off my start of playing a lot of Cricket Captain and releasing those online. I wasn't really sure how popular they would be. Maybe some of these old games will be popular. Maybe no one is interested in watching another Captain game. So I have no idea. Hopefully you're enjoying Raina and Rohit bat. I said that... Oh, okay. If you go match summary, you can see their score. But here, you can't see their... you can't see how many balls they've faced. So that is a little bit annoying. I did once upon a time have Cricket Captain 2005 and 2006, but moving kind of overseas and moving back again, I did end up, I want to say losing my stuff. Like, I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared over the years. So that's a little bit of a shame, but I do have 2008, which I bought in the UK, and then 2009, which I bought in Australia. So I don't know if the... I would say the English version probably had a different cover. And what's interesting as well is that it just says international cricket dropped. However, inside, in the booklet, it says it's the Ashes edition. So what tended to happen when there was an Ashes year is they would release the game and then 6 months later release the game again, but with the Ashes squad selected and the Ashes schedule all done. So I think this is the Ashes edition, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I can't get out. Oh, gee, that's annoying. I've said it every time, but it is. It's so bad. Sharma makes a very handy runner ball. 47. Mamadala having a bowl. I thought Mamadala bowled off spin, but it looks to me I'm wrong. I thought he bowled off spin. Maybe he used to bowl seam and... Yeah. Oh, well. News to me. I forgot to check that South African player as well. He looked to be doubled up. Oh, I didn't quite see what happened there. I might watch... I don't even know which ball that was. I think it was this 4. Oh, it was just a straight hit down the ground, went through the umpire. Something just caught my eye. I just looked away for a second. Just 7 runs to win for India for a magnificent victory. Or wanted to be dabbed away. 4 off 12. Oh, an edge, that's 1. There's a beautiful 6 to finish the game. I don't think there was many 6s. In fact, that was the first 6 of the Indian innings. I did tell you that 6s were quite few and far between. Here's the match summary. Sharma top score. Kumar was great with 3 for 32. And my MVP is Jadeja. It's Australia beat the West Indies. I wish they did in real life, but they didn't. And I think in the actual schedule, Australia played Sri Lanka first. Let's have a look at this Australian team. Ponting, Warner, Ponting, opening the batting. Hussey, Clark, David Hussey, Watto, Hads, Mitchell Johnson, Lee, Bracken, Siddle. Alright, those are the group stages. Wonder what happens in the Super 8. Do you have to play everybody else, or is it one big group like that 2007 50 over World Cup? I'm not really that sure. Alright, Ireland. Let's see how well the Irish go. I'm pretty happy with the team. I thought this was RP Singh, but this is Rudra Singh. I don't remember him at all, even though he played 13 test matches. Maybe I never got to see many of those. I do remember RP Singh, though. I think this is Pravan Oja. Yep. Oh, Pragyan. Zaire Khan. He was holding attack for a long time. Dinesh Karthik, the reserve. Well, he's the reserve keeper at the moment. All right, let's play the Irish team. There was some players here who went on to become some household names for Ireland. I think it's Jeremy Bray, but I could be wrong. William Porterfield, Kevin O'Brien, Botha, or Boita if it's South African, White, Neil O'Brien, Trent Johnston, he's to do a bit of everything. McCallan, West, Connell, and Big Boyd Rankin, who played a test for England in the 2006 Ashes, and then went on to play a test match for Ireland as well. So he's one of the few players who have played test cricket for 2 different nations. Alright, I wanted to bat, however, we are bowling to the Irish, who have started well. Sharma to Bray. I wonder if it's Jeremy Bray or I'm just making that up. No, it is Jeremy Bray. It was pretty good knowledge knowing that. Oh, Plum, gone. I'm not waiting for the ball tracking. Sharma should be doing well in these conditions. That's full and straight. That's LB. Gee, there's more LBs than in 2020. As in the cricket captain, it's hard when you're talking about 2020 and the year 2020. I know the year 2020 is a year that just about everyone is wanting to forget. It has been an absolute shocker. Maybe if there's small consolation, it's allowed some people just to enjoy being at home a little bit and not having that fear of missing out and going out and doing stuff all the time. But I know it's a very small consolation. Oh, that's a great catch off the inside edge. Kevin O'Brien is gone. White comes in. I don't really remember him at all. It's hard to remember everyone. Harbhajan. I think even with the field out, there's always a short leg in all the time. Yeah, that short leg's always there. Singh to... It's probably Boita is the Afrikaans saying. Let's catch down the ground. However, like I say in all my videos, Australians often just butcher foreign names and they'll probably just call him Botha because that's easier. Requires very little effort to learn. I'm going to... because I think that's what it is. Give Patan an over. Oh, no wicket there. Geez, been smashed again. The Irish are going well. It's nearly 10 and over. I'm feeling a little bit worried about this chase. Oh, that's Plum. Gone from Jadeja. Ravichandran Jadeja. Oh, no, it's just Ravi Jadeja. Is it? It's just Ravi. Ravichandran Ashvin. I do think that's probably one of the coolest names that you can have. Ravichandran. Definitely enjoy saying that. That's going down leg. Singh to Johnson. Johnston, Trent Johnston. It's always easy to get Johnson and Johnston confused. Just like there's a... Johnston's gone. There's a player from Western Australia, actually played for the Melbourne Stars, and his name is Hinchcliffe, but just one of those, everyone calls him Hinchcliffe, like Hinch and then the CL again, but it's just Hinchcliffe. But even when they write it in their team on Cricinfo, it's always wrong. It's always written as Hinchcliffe. So it's just one of those tricks of the mind. That's LBW's. Oh, no, I can't get out. No. Jadeja's got another wicket. How many LBs? LBW. Oh, no, it's a top edge to mid-off. It's a good catch. He's at least halfway facing the front. And Ireland, after a really promising start, have crumbled to the spin of Jadeja and Harbhajan, just like many before them. Let's get Patan on. He's coming around the wicket, angle it into the stumps. That's LB. And Big Boyd Rankin doesn't offer too much with the bat. At least he offers a lot with the ball. 153. It's probably quite disappointing. The Irish, as... Where's the match analysis? I wanted to look at the partnerships. They were 4 for 128, so there was a couple of overs of just 2. Here we go, 3 overs for 6 runs. So not a very strong finish, and then 8, and then 5. So 13, 19 coming from the final 5. That will please the Indian batsman. I don't think I ever turned the highlights off in the last game. That's probably why it went for so long. But 8 and over required. Here comes Boita. Oh, that's outside the line. It's a slow start from India. Here's Big Boyd. That is a pie. Love that those pies are sold. 11 years later, McCallan's going to come on in the power play. India need to get a wriggle on. Come on, India. Rohit and Gambhir batting very slowly. McCallan to Sharma. Don't want to lose to the Irish, who are... It's a shame they're not wearing more of their green attire. I don't know why they're wearing this blue. I don't like this blue. I want them to be playing in their traditional green. You're Irish. You've got one colour. Well, two colours. Kind of orange a little bit as well. But green. Green is your colour. It's like the Netherlands not playing in orange. It would seem ridiculous. McCallan to Gambhir. I think we're outside of the power play, so I might turn the highlights off again. I just keep forgetting to. Right, they approach. It's more of a one-day approach of keeping wickets in hand and saving your wickets for the end. You don't really need to do that. Sharma's gone. In T20s, you want to get as many runs as you can in the power play. That's better. Oh, here's some sixes. Suresh Raina. Beautiful six. Back-to-back sixes is quite rare in this game. Is that a cut shot six? It is. Raina's gone. Very handy innings. Just 6.6 needed and over. Gambhir's gone. Dhoni comes in. Alright, 5 to go. Let's turn the highlights back on. 29 from 30 deliveries. Couple of boundaries. Should see India home and into the Super 8s. 9 from 12. Yeah, crank it up. Finish it off this over. I'm so glad they've got that runs to win section up the top now. It's amazing because now I have no idea how many runs there are to win. And because it doesn't tell me what's happened in the over, oh dear, I'm not really sure what's happened. 5 off 6, I'm a little bit worried. Come on, Dhoni. Oh dear, 5 off 5. Oh dear, oh dear. Come on, Dhoni. 5 off 4. Starting to get worried. What's that? It's a single. 4 off 3. Come on, Yusuf Pathan. Oh my goodness, 3 off 2. Oh, it's a single. It needs 2 off the last ball. This is insane. What's happened? Oh, it's a 6. Oh, I can't believe it. This game is torture. Why did you do that to me? India, what was that? Look at all these singles. Oh, we ball. I can't believe that if they missed that one. Alright, the Super 8s are done. You just play the 2 matches. To be fair, we probably would have gone through on run rate anyway. Super 8s. The Super 8s are split into 2 groups of 4. The Netherlands got through. How did that happen? Netherlands beat England and... Well, Netherlands beat England. And then England lost to the Netherlands and Pakistan. So that was interesting. I'll go through anyway. Let's look at the group stages. India and Bangladesh go through. Pakistan and the Netherlands go through. Australia and Sri Lanka go through. New Zealand and Scotland go through over South Africa. There are shocks aplenty here. Let's have a look. What happened? Netherlands beat England. That is exactly what happened in real life as well. Netherlands needed 2 off the final ball. The batsman hit it straight back to Stuart Broad, who was bowling. He threw the ball at the bowler's end. He missed the stumps. They ran through for 2, and the Netherlands did win. There's Ten Descartes doing a good job as well. Scotland beating New Zealand. New Zealand didn't even make 119. Interesting. South Africa beat Scotland, but somehow didn't qualify. Pakistan smashed England, who were appalling. Hey, Rob Key. There's some interesting results here. Pakistan beat the Netherlands. Yes, because it's only 2 games, Scotland beating New Zealand was enough to get them through. And then South Africa must have lost by a lot to New Zealand. Where's that? New Zealand beating 26 runs is not a lot. Not a lot in it. James Franklin, 4 for 8. Well done. So that takes us to the Super 8 stages. My goodness, what a dream group. Netherlands and Scotland in the 4. I'm not going to laugh because I'm probably going to lose to one of them now. And Group 2, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and New Zealand. What a group here. This looks amazing. This is probably the best game to play first, because if we lose, you know, we can assess the rest of the group. Although if you played it last and you'd won the 2 games, it probably didn't matter. Australia was that lineup I looked at before. Warner, well, they brought in James Hopes. Warner, Ponting, Hussey, Clark, David Hussey, Shane Watson, Haddon, Mitchell Johnson, James Hopes, who probably should be batting above Johnson, used to bowl some like military mediums and was a very handy bat. Bracken and Siddle round out the 11. No spin option unless they go with Dave Hussey or Michael Clark. And the Indians are unchanged. Tails fails, but we get sent in to bat. Alright, let's do highlights for the first 5. Do you know, I'm loving this save. I'm loving playing with these players. Because if you can't really set up a World Cup from 2009 unless it's already preset into the options. So, although I haven't played this game for over 10 years, I'm having a fantastic time. Features that are annoying me. But it doesn't matter. I'm so glad the disc still works as well. I had to put the disc in and install it, which is okay. Oh, that's out. That little flick off the hip. Sharma's gone for 11. Shame you couldn't... that's out as well. It's a shame you couldn't pick your own team. So would have loved to have gotten Tendulkar in if he hadn't officially retired from T20s. I might... Oh, I can't find him on here. Maybe I'll see if I can find him after this game. Oh, that's run out. Gone. Not a good start for India. 34 for 3. Dhoni comes in. He's got a lot of work to do. Pumps one down the ground. We're still in the power play. Watson to Singh. Oh, no. I thought that was going to be a glorious drive. How did that happen? I have no idea how that happened. Watson bowling well. Let's have a look at that. I don't want to look at the batting card. Get that off. It's awful. Look at the bowling. I quite like the looking at the worm as well for a run chase. A lot of work to do for the Indians. I keep forgetting to turn the highlights off after 6 overs. Yeah, let's turn them off. Highlights none, because we're still going to have 2 more games after this. So I don't want to make this video too long. Ravi Jadeja. Let's just... Oh, Dhoni's gone as well. This is not great. Kumar has been brought in as the all-rounder. Needs to hold on. Oh, Jadeja, what are you doing? India need to get themselves something to defend. Here comes James Hopes. Bowled a tidy over. Now, seeing some of the scores chasing, if India can get 130, 140, it will be a defendable total. Because we have seen some low scores in chases. Here's James Hopes. He's the person they need to attack. Didn't really attack him too much. 2 to go. Bracken to Patan. Oh, that's not out. That's played well. Oh, it's a single. Oh, it's the run out. He's in. Oh, that's out. That's alright. Harbhajan, he can hold the bat for an over. Oh, is it 6? Oh, it's a 4. Not many 6s in the innings. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't mind that that's a catch. That's okay. Ishant, oh, that's the final ball. 138. There's at least some things to defend there. Watson, 3 wickets. Bracken, 2. Just little contributions throughout the innings. Just put the highlights on. Sharma needs to start well. That's a tidy over. Patan, what can hit? Let's get the ball full and swinging. Oh, in the bright sunshine, but it works. That's a catch. He's gone. Ricky Ponting gone, opening the batting. Not really something he did too much of, opening the batting, but he could do it if they didn't really have another option. Did like to bat at 3. Michael Hussey coming in at 3. Yeah, it's interesting here. They don't really have a genuine number. They have Ponting, but they're missing another opener, in my opinion. They probably should have gone with Watson. He did open a fair bit as well. I'd maybe would put Watson opening, Ponting 3, Clark 4, Mike Hussey 5, Dave Hussey 6. Would have been my order. Is this the run out? But he's probably in. Alright, let's look at the bowling. Let's put this comparison chase on. None, which isn't amazing. Let's get the spin on Harbhajan. I'm going to keep the field up a bit. I'm just going to have to try and get a wicket, but for Jadeja, I'll have it out. Try and hedge my bets a little. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as the saying goes. And you're trying a little bit of both, but it's not worked. Kumar, what can he do? This in later versions, this one bar will just give you one slip. You don't really want two slips, but you want one slip in. So I might just change the field here and bring a slip in as well. I might bring Silly Point into here. I might bring him here. Let's do that for both of them. You could go batsman, all batsman. Oh, that's leg slip. Yeah, that'll do. Kumar comes into Hussey. Oh, I can't get a wicket. Now, what's probably important, it probably shouldn't be with facing two minnows, but in a 3-match series like this, where run rate's so important, even your job is to try and make the opposition take as long as they can to get the runs. Because your net run rate, if you looked at South Africa, they missed out on net run rate. And in a 3-match, and that was only 2 matches, so in 3 matches, it's important as well. But in 2 matches, it's even more important. That could be run out. That's gone. That's some good field placement. Warner's gone for a very slow 36 off 44. Dave Hussey comes in. Did like Dave Hussey. He's probably got to be one of the unluckiest Australians to never play Test cricket. 54.47. First class average. He'd be almost the first one in the team today after Steve Smith. Hooped in. There's a wicket. Still a chance. Still 44 to get. Kumar to Watson. Oh, it's just missing leg. Watson's always LBW. Oh, gee. Harbhajan Singh will bring him. I wonder, is the notes section still on in here? Yep, still notes. Still here. In the notes section. Alright, Harbhajan to David Hussey. It's getting exciting. I don't want to say getting exciting. It's always exciting. Oh, that's it. Oh, has that hit him in line? Come on, raise the finger. No, it's hit him outside the line. That was just wishful thinking. Sometimes when you bowl one of these, you're just hoping the finger goes up anyway. As a spin bowler, you're hoping the umpire gives you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just hit him outside the line. Bit expensive. 32 needed. But off just 4 overs, if I read that correctly, that's a great fielding spot. 30 off 10, so they've been too slow, Australia. This is the thing about this game, is that people are still batting slow in T20s, and I'm just going to try and protect some of these boundaries as best I can. I'll just squeeze these guys in here. So it should be 1, 2, I've got 5 in, I don't need 5 in. What about everyone? Probably we'll have, let's move square leg. Let's move square leg just here, and we'll just move fine leg out. Let's do that to Watson. Let's save it. Just call it 1-1. I just call these things whatever. And then you have to click your user define field. All right, will this be the difference? 30 off 18. What a delivery from Harbhajan. He's picked up Watson, who could not get going. Brad Haddon, he's a good batsman. 25 from 12. This is really going to a big finish. Let's bowl wide. Let's bowl really wide. What's happened off Ishant's bowling? Let's just move this guy right out. Do you know what I do? I know he's bowling wide, but let's just help him out here. No one on the leg side. All right, that'll do. Oh, what a great over. 20 from 6. Let's watch the final over. Okay, Patan to everyone. Let's just get people right on the boundary. Let's bring someone over. Who am I going to bring over? What's this guy doing? Nothing. Let's just bring him into here. Don't worry about this. Bring him here. You need 20 off the over. Bring him round to covers. He's kind of got to go here and here. The best way is just to count 4 people in. That's what I do when I play. I just count the players in. I'll just call that D for defensive. Some people try and count the 5 people on the boundary line. That's just a silly idea. Just count the 4 people in. If they're singles, that's fine. Let's do highlights for every ball. 20 from 6. Pathan to Haddon. We'll give them 6 singles. Not a problem. That's a big hit. That's 4. So that's 15 off 4. That should be stopped. 14 off 3. That should be pretty much it. 13 off 2. That's it. Give him a single every single ball. Oh, that's a wide. And that is the end of the game. Australia too slow in the chase. Kumar came on at a great time. It looked like Australia were cruising, but Warner was way too slow. He ate up over 7 overs for just 36 runs. India win by 9 runs. Kumar 32 and 2 for 16. Definitely the man of the match. Warner was too slow. Well, that should really help India get through to the semi-finals. So if you watch the 2020 World Cup in my India save, my Australia save, yep, I found qualifying very difficult. But here we go. This could be my biggest chance yet to win a World Cup. India versus the Netherlands. So let's get going on this game. It's been a really fun playthrough. I've had a great time playing old cricket captain. Alright, heads or tails? Heads or tails? Look at this. Let me have a go at my Netherlands team. Don't know. I think this is Tim de Groot, Ryan Tendeskada, Bakari, I don't know. Boren, I can't remember. Alex Kavesi used to play some first class. Dan Van Bunge, who I thought was he was a leg spinner in the last game, and he got hit for 36 off and over off Herschel Gibbs in the 2007 World Cup. Maybe that was the last over he ever bowled. Yonkman, Nijman, Shafurley, and Dirk Nanez, the Australian. I do remember because he was supposed to play for Australia in the T20 World Cup, and he was available, and they didn't pick him. So he had some Dutch ancestry. So he played this 2020 World Cup for the Dutch, and then Australia basically saw how well he did and picked him in the next series. So good bowler, Dirk Nanez. I've forgotten about Dirk Nanez. So let's find the big man himself, Dirk Nanez. Here we go. So it started really well. Look at his this is what he was coming off his form. 16 games at 15 under 7, and they didn't pick him. So he just thought, why not just go play for the Dutch? So the Dutch were very happy to have him. Sharma opening up. Let's have 2 slips. Catch on the boundary. Oh, there's no one down there. That's a 6 in the first over. Not many 6s in the game. In real life, people are still hitting 6s, but lots of 6s in T20s. However, in the game, I don't think the game had adapted from its really first-class mentality of not many 6s. Zudarant's gone to Patan. What happened last time? Let's get Tendeskade because he can score a lot of runs. If you don't believe me, go and watch the 2008 game, the one-day international between the Netherlands and Australia, and he dominated. De Groot is gone. Definitely their best player. Look at that average. Oh, it's interesting how they show the one-day average because there hasn't been that many T20s played. So there's a little quirk of the game, showing the one-day average 50, which is amazing. Let's bowl the seamless 3 each through the power play. Pretty good power play for the Dutch, 53. Whoops, that's how you change the bowlers in the 2020 version. I'm going to go with what I did before, which was Harbhajan and Jadeja for a couple, and then Kumar bowling a bit later. There's an edge. Bakari's gone. Can Singh get Boren? Is that Peter Boren? Let me check. Yeah, it is Peter Boren. You see a P, go with Peter. Which is not really, I don't think, a very traditional Dutch name. Jadeja. I'm going to get him to go around the wicket, I think. Be good strategy. 2 for 4 for Singh from his first over. Alex Kavasi's in. He might have played for Essex as well. I think he might have played with Tenduscarter at Essex. Let me check. No, Worcestershire. Tenduscarter was from Essex. I wonder, did anyone else have a first class contract at the time? Was it just those two? And then Victoria for Dirk, the big Dirk. Alright, Harbhajan doing an amazing job. Gee, what a bowler Harbhajan was. That's Plum. On your way, Alex Kavasi. Here's Dan Van Bunge. I'm pretty sure it's the same person anyway. Let me click him. Yeah, look, he did have some bowling. Pretty tidy bowling. But that includes 36 off 1 over. So unlucky for that's what he remembered for. That's what I remember him for. Whoops, I forgot to bring Kumar on. I might have to do a little bit of a switch. No, it's alright. I can still bowl him. He'll just have to bowl the final 4 from that end. Lovely action. No, not Patan. Kumar. Kind of giving up bowling Patan. Kumar to Dan Van Bunge. Tenduscarter still going on. He's 53. He's holding the innings together. He always seems to do that. He's gone. Van Bunge is gone. Kind of always looked like they're about to kick on the Netherlands, and then wickets kept falling. Here's Sharma. 118. That's caught behind. Fantastic 58 from Tenduscarter. Kumar's doing a great job bowling at the end. They gave him a difficult job. Bowl 4 at the end. 140. We did learn against Australia that no score is safe. Yonkman, gone. Nijman, gone. LB. The LBs are coming thick and fast. The big Dirk. Let's get one full and straight to him. And that does the job. That's LB as well. The tail enders always seem to get out LBW. Kumar took 3. Look at all the LBWs down here. Old trigger finger. Umpiring. It is, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 LBWs. The Netherlands make 145, which is competitive. We know that it was really one-man show. Singh and Kumar 3, Tenduscarter 58. We'll do highlights for the first 5. Nanez is in. He's firing it in fast. His big left arm quick. Let's go a bit more aggressive against Tenduscarter, who's opening the bowling again. He did this in 2008 in the one-day format. And a few years on, if you were playing with him for Essex, because he did retire from the Dutch team not too long after this. He was just a medium bowler. He did play quite a fair bit of IPL as well, so you may be familiar with him through his IPL stints. I'm pretty sure he's the only Dutch player to have gone to the IPL. There's edge to second slip. Rohit's gone. Shafirli has got him. And really, we're not too worried about... Oh, I was going to say the wickets. Rain has gone first ball. Just trying to get ahead of this run rate early because it can get away from you in this format. Nice 6. Or is it 4? Just a 4. Nijman to Singh. Oh, that's hit well. Nijman to Gambia. Always, sometimes it's a bit of a worry playing the minnows because you just don't. You can have a good game, and then it's very embarrassing. They got nothing to lose at all. We're just staying a little bit ahead, but still 30 off 6. It can be defended. I think especially in this version of the game, as in 2009, because scores weren't as high in the T20 format in the game. In real life, sometimes they were big and sometimes they weren't. But in the game, they never seemed to get to 200. At least that's from my number 1 memory and number 2 memory. I don't know why there was 2 points to that. From what I remember. is that T20s were always quite low scoring. They were always about 160-ish, 170. It was very hard to score 200 in a 2020. But India looked to be doing pretty good here. Not too many runs required. 2 from 12. So the Netherlands still took it to the end. Great 85 from Gautam Gambhir. That's definitely his highest score. And that secures India's passage pretty much through to the semi-finals. Sri Lanka beat Bangladesh. Let's have a look how Group B's going. We will probably play... Oh, Scotland have beaten Australia. Scotland have gone through to the semis. So that really eliminates any need for the final game. What an upset. Go Scotland. Gee, what happened? Scotland beat Australia. How did they win, scoring 108? That is ridiculous. What? Australia 92. That is incredible. Go Scotland. Maybe we'll have a Scotland-Indian final. That would be incredible. Now we play Scotland. So really, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play too many highlights from this game, just so we can get through. But we've got Watts, Coates and McCallum. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with too many of these players. It'd be nice to have another bat first. Oh, and we bowling first. I'm not even going to put highlights on, just so we can get through. Sharma's got Kyle Coates. I think he was the captain for quite a while as well. Kyle Coates. Baton. I'm going to bowl him around the wicket actually. Alright, good start. Let's get Sharma on. Actually, it wasn't a very good last over. I might give Kumar a go in the power play. Well, Scotland only need to get to about 110, then they'll probably win. That's incredible. Australia were knocked out. So that did help by beating. I thought that match against Australia wasn't really going to mean very much, but it actually meant they were eliminated by losing to Scotland. They didn't still have a chance in. Scotland batting really well here. Gone for a few. Shahid been economical as usual. I might just give Pathan an over. He gets a wicket. Shahid can have one. Do you know what? I'll give him another wicket in case, another over, in case I do need to bowl him, and then we'll go Pathan and Sharma to close it out. Here's Blaine. 144. Could be a challenge. We'll give Kumar one more to finish off. Let's use my special field. Oh no, he doesn't have a special field. Gets 2 wickets. 154. I'm not going to say this is easy at all. And we'll turn highlights off. We'll just do highlights for the final 5. It's going to be important to keep an eye on this run rate required. Gambhir's gone for 2 after a great innings last time. I'm worried. I'm very worried about this game. I think Scotland have got India's number. 3 early wickets. This is the Scottish resurgence. Who would have seen this coming? Oh, it's a good fight back from Rayner. Oh, looks to be just... India look to have done just enough. Was worried after 3 early wickets. 16 off 4. Well, this could be a prelude to the final. Dhoni goes. Let's try and give Kumar a bit of a bat as well. I don't know how often has he batted in this series. Just the once for 32. So he doesn't need to go too crazy. Oh, he's missed one. Nice dab through the offside. India look on course for victory, but a great effort from the Scottish team. Scotland are in the finals. This is like Kenya in the 1996 50 over World Cup, making it to the finals. Suresh Raina a fantastic 92. Here he is, 154 for Scotland, very competitive. McCallum getting 55, Rayner 92, Nell 3 for 10. They maybe should have got him back on before the end. Sri Lanka beating New Zealand. So, wow, we are set up for a blockbuster semi-final. It is India versus Pakistan. And Scotland take on Sri Lanka in the other final. Gee, I've had fun playing this save. So, thanks so much if you've been watching all the way through. I've just had the best time playing this game today. I'm glad I picked India as well. It's been good fun playing through as them. Oh, I forgot to go check the list. I'm going to just go with the same team. Why not? Let's look at the conditions. Help for the spinners. Oh, excuse me. And Pakistan, Salman Butt, who ended up getting suspended for 10 years for match fixing. Might have been longer, I can't remember. Hassan opening. I think that's Yunus Khan there. Alam Misbar al-Haq. Probably. Is that Cameron Akmal, Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Malik, some reason batting at 8, Tanvir, Yasser Arafat, yeah, he played for the Scorchers, and Umar Gul. Not really sure what I want to do, if I want to bat or bowl first. Well, I don't get the option. India are going to bat in the semi-final of the 2009 World Cup. Umar Gul opens up the lime green of Pakistan against the royal blue or the light blue of India with the flag across the front. It's a good first over for the Indians. Oh, that's trapped. That's LBW. The only thing I notice as well about when you're actually watching the highlights is, I don't know if it's my computer or just how the game runs, but a bit of blurriness here behind the stumps that I didn't see in the last game. But, and kind of here and here is a little bit blurry. And the ball seems to be running okay. Yeah, a little bit of ghosting on the ball, but you know, you're not buying these games for the graphics, and if you are, then you probably should buy another game, because Cricket Captain definitely not about the graphics. Oh, Rayner's glove one behind. Yuvraj Singh's got a big job to do. Oh, that was down leg. Missing leg. Shahid Afridi comes on. So he gives him the one-day averages, but he started his career really well. Just 16, going for less than 1 and over. So India will have to be careful against Shahid Afridi. Really did develop over time as well. You know, from a slogger into a very good all-round. Really, he was almost a number 7 slogger. And really, he was in the team for his bowling. India just slowed down here a little bit by the crafty spinners of Pakistan. Shoaib Malik, he's still playing today. He's just 27 here. Still playing. He's played in 4 decades because he played in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now he's playing into the 2020s. So if we have a look, where is Shoaib Malik? He debuted in the 90s, so he's played in 4 different decades. That's pretty incredible. You do have to be born just at the right time to play through 4 decades and also play well. Let's put the highlights back on. There's 4 to go. Just 114 for 2. So these two have been very steady. Do need an onslaught at the end. Whoops, I clicked off that by accident. I think that was a 4. That's out. Or was a 6? Let's have another watch. Oh, it's a big cut for 6. Probably want another 30 off these last 3. Dhoni's going to have to go from ball number 1. No hanging around for Mahendra Singh. MSD. Beautiful 4. Probably want another 20. It's a little bit worrying. This is big in the context of the game. Come on, Praveen Kumar. Whoops, was he still up the order? Oh, yeah, that's so annoying when you promote someone. It still does that now. It keeps them there. Anyway, I'm going to say it's a masterstroke. I promoted him on purpose. Oh, Singh on for 49. Patan. Come on, India. Oh, that's out as well. Oh, frustrating. 140, second last ball. That's handy. Big 4 or 6 to finish. Yes, a 4. That's going to be really important. I think this game is going to go right to the wire. Yasser Arafat takes 5. Nobody else really does anything, and Gul got smashed. 64 Gambia, 49 from Singh, but he was slow. The scores haven't been big in this World Cup. Do you know what? I'm not a big fan of 2 slips. I'm going to maybe just have a third man instead. And do you know what? If these players are out, they may as well be out. It annoys me. If you're going to be on the boundary, this is always what when I'm captaining, like in real life, or I'm captaining a team, I hate players who are here. Like, I would rather, unless someone's taking 2 off you every time, I'd rather you be here, and I'd rather you be here and save the 4 than here and you're saving 1. I had someone here the other day, and the catch when the ball bounced here in between them and the boundary and went for 4, and that's just really infuriating. So I'm a big fan of people being all the way out. That's what you should be. All right, highlights and chances. If one goes to second slip here, I might cry. Oh, it's dropped! Dropped straight away. How costly would that be? Dropped first ball. That could be run out. Pick it up. Throw. Yes, redemption. Salman Butt, he was dropped. First ball. But he's now been run out. In comes Yunus Khan, experienced campaigner. Alright, I might do the same thing here for Patan. I might just get, I'll just get these people out. And just have a gully, like a gully in. It's almost interesting. I'm spending more time changing my field in this game than I have done in 2020. Maybe because they've... Yeah, that's okay. What happened there? Is that a chance for... Oh, no, that's just some poor bowling. Okay, Sharma to Khan and Hassan. I might just move him a little bit round. Shouldn't really move the field for poor bowling. Oh, there's a catch. Pakistan have got a few runs away. It's been an expensive start from Patan, but a wicket definitely helps. We just got to get through this power play, get the spinners on. There's a catch at first slip. 3 for 32. Misbah Huq is in. I'm changing Patan for Kumar. I'm just going to give him 1 over. Again, where are all the runs going to? Oh, there's a lot going here out wide. And we'll just get that person in, and out, and in, and out. Geez, not a lot of... There's no one real here for the drive. Let's just move him here into the covers. Just get long off deep. Might bring him in a little bit. And same sort of thing. We'll just have that out and out. Okay, 1 over. Kumar to Al-Haq. Oh, it's just hit him outside the line. Another wicket. Oh, where's that second slip? Oh, it was going straight to second slip. Should just move first slip a bit wider. He is very wide. He's almost at a second slip himself. All right, let's get Harbhajan on. Let's get the field out. I'm going to be very aware looking at this field. Lots of singles. Do I keep Kumar on for another over? Yeah, I'm going to. He doesn't have a saved field though, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Does oh, he's got one as well. I might use his save field. Hopefully that helps. Harbhajan. This game is really poised on the knife edge. That's going down leg. That's okay. That's tidy. Let's get Jadeja in. Does he have his own field? Or he doesn't. Let's just... He doesn't need his own field. He's been bowling really well. 8 and over. Just need to push that run rate up a little bit. That seemed to have helped in the game against Australia. There's wicket. That's gone. That's hit him leg stump. Well done. The ump raises the finger. I can't skip the replay, but I don't care because it's hitting leg stump. It's hitting enough of leg stump for the umpire to give it out. So the chair's creaking away. And Misbah Al-Haq gone for 18. Kamran Akmal coming in. They've got some aggressive batsmen. He's aggressive. Shahid Afridi's aggressive. Shoaib Malik, what is he doing batting down there? He's one of their best batsmen. Come on, Harbhajan. Ooh, that's expensive. Jadeja's got a big job to do. Can India make the final? Oh, that's close. Where was that? Where's the short leg? It's close. Flirting with danger. That looks good. That's bold. Kamran Akmal's gone. This is the big wicket. This is the game. Shahid Afridi. Harbhajan to Shahid Afridi. That's a big matchup. The spinners have done such a good job. There's no slip, but that's okay. If Singh can get Afridi here, this will pretty much be the game. Not quite. Singh to Afridi again. This is so tense. Oh, it's just nicked away. 66 off 7 overs. Jadeja's got a big job to do. He's got 2 really important overs. Gee, this was just starting out. Is that going to be run out? Oh, he's in. This was just starting out as a showcase of 2009, and it's turned into an excellent playthrough. Back then as well, that's gone. Runouts only used to happen at the wicket keeper's end, so they only brought in runouts at the bowler's end about 3 or 4 years ago. So you could only get run out at the wicket keeper's end, which is pretty funny. All right, Jadeja to Shoaib Malik. India are ploughing along. There's no fielder there. 10 and over. Let's get Kumar on. Does he have a special field? He doesn't, but that's okay. Let's just keep it normal. This is a huge over. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Kumar, this again, it's massive. Every over's massive. Is that caught in the outfield? Oh, no, it's gone for 4. That's even worse. Kumar to Malik. Is that run out? No, he's in. 30. Oh my goodness me. Is there... Oh, okay, there's a nice defensive field, which I like. I'm going to play every single ball. I'm just going to go ball at a time in case I need to change the field. 30. Oh no, that's horrible. That is horrible. 26 off 17. Shoaib Malik, he's gone. He's gone. That's hitting leg stump. Raise the finger. He's out. He's gone. Got him. Yes. It's all happening here. It is all happening. The tension, the drama, the buzz, the atmosphere. Shoaib Malik's gone for 10. Felt like he made more, but Alarm is on 47. Okay, Tanvir. What has he got with the bat? He's an all-rounder. He can bat. Yasser Arafat can bat. Handy runs for the Scorchers a few years later. All right, Patan. Whoops, I played the whole over. I didn't want to do that. That's just a single. Oh, my goodness, my heart is racing. Oh, no. Oh, that is some great field positioning. I thought that was absolutely going to be a 4. Singles are absolutely fine. That's out. That's Plum. That's Plum. Give him. Alarm's gone for 48. And the alarm is ringing for Pakistan. As there is just 2 overs to go and 23 needed. Alright, I'm going to have to make a field for Sharma. I'm absolutely making a field for him. It's hard with the left-handers because if you do all, it kind of does the right-handed field. But that's okay. I might save a field for Sharma. Let's just have someone out here. I kind of want a deep square leg. Maybe I'll just put this fella in here. Deep mid on, deep mid off. What's he do? What's he doing? He's not really doing anything. He might just be in here for. We'll just have him in short for the dab. You always want someone in. Let's put D for defensive. We might need this field for the final. If we get to the final, we might not make the final. I've got 5 in though. No, I don't want that. I want somebody else out. Let's have Long off. Let's just move Long off out. Yeah, let's save that. Save over it. Yeah, let's make sure they've both got that field. Alright, let's go every ball. 23 from 12. This is heart racing stuff. That's gone as well. That's gone. Don't worry about the field when you bowl full and straight. The tail always out LBW. I don't know if this always used to happen or not, but it seems to me if you bat 9, 10 or 11, the only way you get out is LBW. Let's see if... Alright, let's see if this next wicket is LBW. Is it 2? Just a single. Arafat, what can he do? Can he be the hero for Pakistan? Oh, that's 4. How did that happen? That's terrible. 18 off 9. Always missed one. Could come down to a big last over. That's how it's plumb. I knew it'd be LBW. It's gone. India into the final. What a series. What a run. All I wanted to do was show you some 2009, and it has turned into the most epic series. Fingers crossed for India versus Scotland. That would be incredible. India win by 17 runs. I told you those 2 fours off the last 2 balls were going to be important. They really were. Gambier was great. Yasser Arafat was the man of the match with 5 wickets, and we made 4. It didn't really help. Alright, India versus who in the final? India versus to be decided. What's happened in the other final? Oh! Scotland saved their worst game for last, just 85. Well, it does mean we're going to take on the might of Sri Lanka in the final. What an interesting final this is going to be. I'm going with the same team. A lot of them, this is the only games they've played. Let's move him down to his proper spot. Let's have a look at their averages. Sharma hasn't done much, but that's okay. Bowling's been good. Economical. Pathan's been a bit expensive, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go in with that. Spin. Oh, gee. Cloudy. India versus Sri Lanka. Let's have a look at the Sri Lankan lineup, and I'll do my very best. It looks to me like you've got Kumar Sangakkara opening the batting. Sanath Jayasuriya, Mahela Jayawardene at 3, Angelo Matthews at 4, Tilakaratne Dilshan at 5. I can't remember his first name, but Silver at 6. I think it's Fernando Maharoof at 7. Nuwan Kulasekara at 8. The Thashara at 9. Ajantha Mendes at 10. And Mutaimala Ritharan at 11. Now Mendes burst onto the scene. No one could pick his variations. He really had about a 2-year career. Everybody figured him out, and then he was pretty much gone. But a mystery spinner for a good couple of years. Tails it is. We've won the toss. I can't see the conditions. That's annoying. It was windy. They've got a long tail. In a final, pressure on. Or chase it. I'm going to chase it. I'm going to make it's cloudy and it's slow. I'm going to make Sri Lanka chase my score. I may rue this decision, but I'm going to stick with it. Sharma's going to come around the wicket. Oh, it's going down leg. Sharma to Jayasuriya. Hooped in. Looked like Shimon Navas bowling. That was a free hit. That was a bit frustrating. Okay, 9 off the first. Need a wicket to justify this decision. The stumps are splattered. Kumar Sangakkara is gone. Oh, it was Kamara Silva. I knew that as well. You know when you think something, be like, no, that sounds silly in your head. Kamara Silva. All right, Ishant Sharma needs a wicket. Oh, there's a sneaker in inside there, just gone. It's 2 for 20. 2 for 20, Sri Lanka. Jayawardene's gone for a golden duck. The Sri Lankan hero, Mahela Jayawardene. Look at these averages. 50. Look at that score, 374. He is gone. The biggest match maybe of his career. He snicked one behind. He was on a hat-trick. I probably should have watched that hat-trick ball. Let's see what happened. Sharma to Matthews. I remember seeing Angelo Matthews in this 2009 World Cup, and I had no idea who he was. And he used to open the bowling as well. So he hasn't really bowled in this game, but he opened the bowling against Australia. So I had no idea who he was. Pathan to Matthews. Catch! It's caught a second slip. It's gone. 25 for 3. The decision to bowl first at the moment looks justified. And Sharma and Pathan, can they get another wicket? Sharma to Dilshan. Caught a second slip. Dilshan's gone. They've been very aggressive. trying to get as many runs as they can in the power play. Sri Lanka 42 for 4. Can they lose 5 wickets in the power play? That's hooped in. That's Plum. 42 for 5. Sri Lanka have a very long tail. This could be the flip of the Sri Lankan-Scotland match. India doing a fantastic job. Hopefully if you're watching, you're rejoicing wherever you're watching, especially my Indian followers who love to comment. You'll be loving this video. This is a surprise out of nowhere. As in, you were just expecting Cricket Captain 2009, not an absolute glorious run to the finals. I'm not going to risk Sharma, but I'm going to get... Do you know what? I'm going to just go for it. Let's go for it. It's the final. Maharoof's in, and Maharoof is... Yeah, he's not much of a batter. 20, 18, 15. So they've got people who can handle the bat, but really a lot rests on Kamara Silva here. A lot rests on his shoulders. We're just going to go for it after the power play with Sharma. Is it going to work? Sharma to Silva. Oh, it's a rank short ball that sometimes can get you an edge. And Kumar will put on. Maybe they can settle against the spin. Kumar to Maharoof. He's hooped it in. The overcast conditions are really causing havoc for the Sri Lankan batsman. Kumar to Kulasekara. Well, he smashed him for 6. I don't know why that's a highlight. Oh, he's got the boundary. It's out. He's stepping on the rope. The umpire hasn't seen it. He's given him unbelievable. Kulasekara's gone. Let's have another look. There was definitely a foot on the rope there. Let's have a look. Oh, he stood on the rope. Maybe he was just inside. We were too far away to see. He's on a hat-trick. Hat-trick ball to Thashara. Let's watch it. Praveen swinging it all over the place. Oh, he's been whipped for 4. That's brave off a hat-trick ball. Okay. Praveen Kumar. Oh, whoops. I kept every ball and he's been whipped. Oh, down the ground again. Do you know what? With so much swing, I'm just going to keep Patan on. I'm just going to bowl him another over. Harbhajan Singh might not even get on to bowl. But that's a little... Oh, I kept every ball on, didn't I? Whoops. I thought that was going to be a wicket. That's okay. We can watch every ball. That's a single. That's played down for none. That's pushed away for a single. That's pushed away for a single. And that's smashed down the ground. Probably for 2. Alright, let's put highlights back to low and chances. We're still keeping the field up. Looking to be aggressive. Yeah, it was probably a mistake. Harbhajan does get a bowl. Sri Lanka are probably thinking, if we can get 100, it might be game on. Kamara Silva's hanging on. The Shah has done a good job. Yeah, there's a little partnership happening here. A little partnership. Oh dear. This is really... It's turning around a little bit once the swing bowlers are off. That's a good catch. Mendes comes in. Not much of a batting average. Can he get Mendes first ball? Alright. Let's go with Kumar. I don't really know why I took him off because the swing was really working. That's hooped in. Is that an inside edge? It's not. There's an edge. Dashara, this is an absolute masterclass for him. He doesn't have a T20 50. In fact, he just got 101 runs before this innings. But he's handy with the bat. And Sri Lanka are putting together a score that they can defend. He's gone finally for 54. Saved the Sri Lankans. He'll be dangerous later. He's been ripped through for 2. 4 wickets for Kumar. Probably a tactical mistake not bowling his 4 out and putting on, well, Singh and Jadeja. Probably should have kept him going from one end. But anyway, Sri Lanka are all out for 130. Let's have a look at the card. Nothing really apart from Silva and Thashara at number 9 making 54. And they did add 66 to the score after all hope looked lost. India require 131 for victory. I'm going to keep the highlights on. Kulasekara, he's a big swing bowler. The sun's come out a little bit. But what can Sri Lanka do in reply? India, can they start well? Oh, that was dangerous. 9 off the first over. They want to try and get ahead of the run rate required because Matai Mullaridharan will come on and tie them down. And that is clean bowled. Gambhir is out. Suresh Raina is in. Remember, it's a final. That's gone as well. So anything can happen. Sharma's gone. Yuvraj Singh is in. That's good. Just dab that away. Feeling very nervous. Another good dab. Third dab. Ooh, waft. Nicely down the ground. That's a good over. Just 6 and over required. But it's a final. The scores haven't been huge. It's overcast. The outfield's slow. That's plum. 40 for 3. Suresh Raina gone for 10 off 8. Dhoni probably going to just keep Dhoni not so aggressive until the halfway mark. Just going to try and keep some wickets. Mullaridharan comes on. Oh, it's a tight over. Feeling very nervous. This is going to go to the wire. That helps. Dhoni just needs to be calm. Calm, calm. Oh, it's dropped. Is it caught? It's caught! Oh, the umpire's given it. Gee, I want to have another look at that. I thought it bounced. I think the keeper, a beautiful diving catch. Oh, it's gone into the gloves. Sangakkara takes it. Oh, dear. India are a long way away still. That's a good shot down the ground. There's a good 3. It's almost the halfway stage. 68 runs. Just need to keep the wickets. Maharoof's come on. Is he the 5th bowler? He is. Is he someone we need to target? No, I think we just need to just be patient. That's a good start. 11 off him. I don't know why they've taken Mullaridharan off. Yuvraj Singh. Is this a hero's innings from him? Maharoof's on again. Oh, that looked like an edge. He's missed it. That's a good dab. 41 from 7. But Mullaridharan still has 2 overs. Oh, what a series this has been. This has been incredible. Don't worry about watching any real cricket on TV. Just watch this. Just recommend this to everybody. This has been fantastic. Once I upload this, I'm just going to sit and watch the whole thing. This has been incredible. Wonderful 50 as well. India looked in trouble. The game is definitely not over. Get in. There we go. The run-outs are always to the keeper's end. 34 from 6 overs. I don't know why Mullaridharan's not on. We're going to attack Maharoof here and try and put the game out of reach. It's maybe a tactical blunder from Sri Lanka. Kind of like my blunder, not bowling Kumar. 25 off 5. Murali's in. We're just going to try and smash him. We've got some wickets left. Murali to Pathan. Oh, that's close. I don't think many runs have come off this over. That's out. He's plum. He's trapped him. Maybe it wasn't a tactical error. Maybe they wanted to save him. What's his arm doing here? It looks like... Oh, his arm coming out of his left shoulder. I know he's ambidextrous and his elbow can bend in all kind of ways. But that's just crazy. All right, Jadeja, you're just blocking this ball. 22 from 24. I think this is the over. We've really got to attack. It's got to be a big over. Oh, that's out. Oh, no. Still 20 to win. Kumar. This is coming down right to the wire. What's that? Oh, no. Just 2 from it and an over from Murali. Do we go for glory? I'm going to play every single ball now. Final 3 overs of this World Cup. It's 2 tenths. Oh, I can't take it. Murali to Pathan. Oh, that's good. Is it? That's a dot. No, it's not good. Need at least a runner ball. Just 6 would be good from this over. That's through. That's through. That's all the way. 16 to win from 16 balls. Mullaridharan on. He's bowling the most important over of the game. 16 off 15. Another wicket would be really handy for Sri Lanka. It's the last of the recognised batsmen. That'll do. A single will do. 15 to win. 13 balls. Murali's last ball, just a single. That's a good result for India. They'll take that. 14 from 12 required. We've got to go big. Oh my goodness, this final could hardly get more exciting. He's missed. 14 off 11. Come on, why are there slips in? 13 off 10. 13 off 9. Come on, India. What's that? Is it a 6? Is it a 4? 13. 9. 9 to win. 9 to win. 9 off 8. Oh, that's gone. Oh, the fingers raised. Patan, Singh, Sharma. It's got to be Patan. Been to win the World Cup. Kumar, 2 off 7. What are you doing? Oh, it's basically got to have a free swing here, I think. 9 off 7. Oh, he's missed. 9 off 6. Oh, I can hardly watch. Sri Lanka were done. Sri Lanka were 7 for 52. That's a single. 8 off 5. Oh, come on, Patan. Oh, no. 8 off 4. No, that's out. No. Oh, India are going to lose. I can't believe it. Harbhajan Singh. 8 off 3. Can he be the hero? Come on, Harbhajan. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, he's hit it as well. Oh, no. Oh, I was just devastated he'd missed it. Ishant Sharma needs 2 4s to win the World Cup. This is a disaster for India. What has happened? Where have the runs gone? I blame them for not bowling Murali, but it was a masterstroke. Ishant Sharma, average of 5. He needs 2 4s. I can't watch. It's down the ground. It's just a single. It's going to be a 6 to tie it. Oh, I can't believe it. Praveen Kumar. Oh, Sri Lanka won. Oh. The tournament curse continues. I am heartbroken. I am absolutely heartbroken. Singh 53, Patan 32, 4 off 9, that's not good enough. Sri Lanka have won after being 7 for 52. They should give Thashara the keys to the kingdom because he took 4 for 21 and scored 54. I'd never heard of him before. I never want to hear of him again. That is a disaster. Sri Lanka are the champions. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, Cricket Captain 2009 can go back on the shelf for another 10 years. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a great time playing it today. I cannot believe that finish. And just have a wonderful day. I don't know what video is coming next. And see you later.